Hi, I'm John Trainer. I live in Everett, Washington, District 2. I am a journeyman electrician, and I'm the political director for IBW 191. I'm here tonight in support of CB 221152, providing minimum labor standards to covered projects in the city of Everett on projects of $5 million or more is a perfect way for this city to demonstrate its willingness to support workers in the community by investing our money in this community and its workers. Minimal labor standards that are put forth on project labor agreements set the standard for how workers are treated. This matters. This has value. Let's not muddy the waters here. There are a lot of anti-worker studies out there that seek to undermine project labor agreements. They say that they are too expensive, that they will limit the available contractor pool. There are equally as many studies out there that show that they do not do that. We have heard every single one of these arguments before. These arguments are anti-worker and follow the very same trope every time. Here's what we do know. Project labor agreements are tools to provide good and safe working conditions to all workers on covered projects, whether they are union or not. Is that valuable? We think it is. We've been working on this for a very long time with Councilmember Vogeley and later with Councilmember Fossey. We have stakeholdered this, and if you look out in this room, workers and worker organizations like IBW 191, our 2,400 members, 652 which live in the city of Everett with 1,200 household voters. We support this, and we think you should too. Thank you.
Paul Gallivan. I'm currently residing in Marysville, and I really have a great opportunity here. I got all the board members in the same room at the same day. It's fantastic. This is probably my fourth time working or talking here in Everett, and the first time I've had a full group in front of me, so it's great to have you all here tonight. There was an ordinance that was championed by Cassie Franklin when she came on staff, and it's great, but it's absolutely never been looked at, never been used. PLA discussion, ongoing, developing, many years later. It's lacking, right? So a little bit about me real quick. So some of you weren't here last time. I just want you to know that I'm an underprivileged youth, right? I also happen to be a tribal descendant. 20 years service, military. I also a UBC carpenter. I went through the apprenticeship 4-year program, and graduated high school, did some college. So pedigree aside, I'm dressed today. There's a certain uniform on me today. This is a white collar look. It allows me to slip in and out of a white collar situation rather unnoticed. All right? Now I want you to look over my right and left shoulders real quick and realize that this is my background. I come from the working class. My son lives here in Everett, works in the working class, works in the trades. We develop our work ethic through the ethics of those around us. We develop our political insight through the politicians around us. You have a direct impact on the people that live, breathe, educate, retire in this community. I hope that this discussion brings about the really intriguing conversation that came about when you started talking about roosters, all right? I really hope that you have an opportunity to ask the right questions, because I saw some briefings up here that had absolutely no statistical information that came from a reliable source. It was, I think, we think, and there is a neighbor next to us. There are actually 27 states that have prevailing wage laws, and in many of those areas, PLA language is a part of cities. This isn't a new thing. It's new to Everett, but it's not a new thing. There's plenty of information and statistical data out there for you to pull from. There is no reason that you need to reinvent the wheel in order to come up with a PLA language. You get the opportunity of investing just a little bit of time in the heartbreaking work that workers have gone through to put their voice on the table and say, this is close to fair. Because I tell you what, white-collar contractors, aren't talking about us. They're talking about the CEOs and the owners. Thank you.
My name is April Sims, and I serve as Secretary Treasurer and President-elect of the Washington State Labor Council. As the AFL-CIO in Washington State, we represent over 600 locals, who in turn represent over 500,000 union members in every community and in nearly every industry. I'm very pleased to be here today to speak in support for project labor agreements and community workforce agreements as a strategy the City of Everett should employ to maximize the impact of your investments for your residents. Project labor agreements and community workforce agreements accomplish 3 worthy goals for Everett. First, they help to guarantee project delivery by securing labor stability with predictable labor costs. Second, they provide significant training and workforce development opportunities through apprenticeship utilization standards. Our state needs more workers in construction, and agreements like these provide certainty of work and an opportunity for those who earn while they learn, debt-free, hands-on, with good wages, family-sustaining healthcare, and reliable retirement plans. And finally, PLAs and CWAs ensure that the public dollars entrusted in your care stay in the region. The local hire provisions will drive earnings to workers who live in and around Everett. These dollars will be spent at businesses in Silver Lake, on Colby Avenue, on Broadway, and along Highway 99. They will pay mortgages in Snohomish County and provide food on the table for kids in Everett Public Schools. We also know that these agreements, especially for public work contracts, is that they expand the training and earning opportunities for workers and apprentices of color. Nearly 30% of apprentices in this state are people of color, a disproportionately high number considering our non-white population is around 21%. And those proportions have only increased in recent years by 15% from 2020 to 2021. These figures are possible because of project labor agreements and community workforce agreements in public sector contracting. And these numbers only improve when communities like Everett take bold, proactive steps to make certain it is so. So thank you for your consideration today. We hope that you do the right thing for the workers and the communities of Everett by adopting this ordinance. Thank you.